Are you faithful? What? What a traitor.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag. Best.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna be talking about the Traitors, episode 2 of season 3. And we left off where we left off with, we found out at the end of the episode, Boss Rob is back into the game, right? But he's back in the game as a traitor. And they finally revealed the 2 people that are back in the game as well, which is Derek from Big Brother and Wes from The Challenge. Both are winners on respected shows, and both are, great game players, right? So now we segue over and we see the Traitors. Carolyn, Danielle, and Bob the drag queen.
Who we're gonna frame and who we're gonna take to the end.
Right, one thing at a time.
Yeah, or 12 steps ahead.
Always, you gotta think 20.
Trying to figure out who they're going to basically vote out. Bob is going down the route of the housewives, right? He said the housewives are a threat, this, that, and the third. And I feel that this is basically strictly off of Phaedra. But I think it was a good strategy just because what Phaedra's impact from last season on season 2, it created a strong impact for housewives, because not only was Phaedra a traitor, she was a commanding force in the roundtables. Almost unstoppable. Honestly, Phaedra was a force, right? She got Dan off her back. She got old boy from Bling Empire off her back. She got Peter from The Bachelor off her back. Like, Phaedra really was a force. But now they're trying to figure out who are they going to, who they're going to pick. We already know from the selections after most of the cast is safe. So there's only a few people that they can pick in the first place. And those people are Chanel Ayan, Bob Harper, Sam, Dorinda, Dolores, and Robin. So Robin's name gets thrown around, Dorinda's name gets thrown around, and Dolores' name gets thrown around. So they were just like, you know what? Who should we vote out? And it segues to the morning. The next morning, everybody comes downstairs, one by one. The only people that are not there yet are Dorinda, Robin, and Dolores. So they're trying to figure out who is not there. Come to find out, the last ones are Dolores and Robin. That means Dorinda was taken out. The reasonable suspects goes towards Ivar, because we know Dorinda and Ivar had a little back and forth. A lot of people are happy that Dorinda's not in the house anymore, just because Dorinda was a big personality. I think Tony called her like a gangster, like she's really tough. And she is a big personality. And shout out to Dorinda, she made a mark to be a threat earlier on. So I mean, it sucks to see her go so early, but hey, somebody had to. So they talk about the moves. And first of all, Bob and Danielle. I feel like to be shocked and just play the part is one thing. The crying every time, for me, would have tipped me off.
Oh my God.
I think that both of them are being like a little too extra with the tears. I cry a lot, but I'm not even laying it on that thick.
Because I would have been like, okay, I don't even know this bitch, and she got eliminated. I could really give a fuck. So the crime for me, Bob, his reaction over the top makes sense. Seems like it fits his personality. But Danielle is selling it a little too much. She's laying it on thick, very, very thick. But the conversation gets brought up after everybody dispersed, and Wells is basically talking about, depending on the housewife, what if a housewife killed a housewife, and this is like crazy, depending on the housewife. Robin's like, shit, I think that was a brilliant move, pinning on a housewife so it can get the smoke off of you. Like, that's brilliant, right? So Wells is just looking in his confessional. He's just like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, why would she say that? I'm thinking Robin is a traitor because, like, you know, why would she say something like that? Obviously, we know Robin's not a traitor, but, you know, Robin is one of those girls where, like, throughout her whole tape, every time she's in, like, the eliminations or whatever, she's laughing, she's chuckling, like, she's not taking the shit serious. She eating the food. Like, I feel like Robin, she don't have a good poker face, so she wouldn't be a good trader in the first place. Like, you see, like, at the end of the episode, before she get banished, somebody else got banished. She was, like, laughing. I'm just like, girl. But, you know, everybody goes to, you know, the next challenge. In the next challenge, they have to rescue 3 people from, you know, these cages. And the cages are all cloaked with black cloaks. And they're like, you know, give you a heads up. You sent home Dorinda, but 3 people will be joining the show. Everybody's like, oh my God, 3 people, this is crazy. So he let them know. He pulls rope down. It is Wes, Derek, and Boston Rob. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is crazy. Boston Rob's like, look, I'm here for vengeance. I'm here to take names. It is what it is. I don't give a fuck. I'm just like, oh, you already know. So the objective of this mission is to win $15,000. And you win $15,000 by finding these bags that are hanging up in this forest or on the ground. And they either have leaves in them or they have gold coins. You put the gold coins in either one of these people's, they have like a little slot for the coins. I think 20 coins, you'll basically get them, every coin will lower them 1 step lower. If they get down to the ground on the platform and get released, then they will be able to give someone their shield. All 3 of the guys have shields, but they can't give someone the shield if they don't get lowered down. So throughout the whole time, people are basically bombing Boston Rob's. After, you know, the game starts, they're bombing Boston Rob's coin jar. Just boom. Hey Boston, oh my God, Rob, how you doing? My name is just sucking up.
Rob, if I lower you down, throw that hat away. Okay, what's your name? Bob. Bob, thank you.
And I'm just looking like, well, what the fuck is this? Because Derek is standing there and Wes is standing there. So I'm just like, y'all, like, what are we doing? So people start, you know, after they get robbed or something, somebody starts throwing something to Derek. And Wes is just sitting up there just looking stuck on stupid. But they start throwing something to him, Boss Rob gets down first. Then it was Derek. And last by like literally seconds, they got Wes down. So they're releasing the game and they get to give people their shield. Everybody, you know, it's on the heels of the round table. And, you know, Alan let everyone know that not only will Rob, Wes, and Derek not be able to vote, but they can't they can't basically be banished or basically eliminated out of the game. So they get a free week just to sit back and enjoy the show. So basically the 3 guys get to give their shields to whoever they want to. You know, Danielle's trying to get the shield. For what reason? Girl, I don't fucking know. But, you know, make it convincing. Danielle's trying to get the shield from Derek. But Derek actually gives his shield to, was it Dylan? Zac Efron's brother? Boston Rob gives his shield to Tony. And Wes gives his shield to Jeremy. I don't like this so male driven, but I mean, the girls really gonna have to start stepping it up at some point, because at this point, the men are really leading this, because every elimination, a woman went home, right? So, like, from what I'm seeing from these 2 episodes, it seemed like it's very much, you know, women are going home. And then the elimination, like the round tables, the banishments, men. So we get to the round table and Alan let them know, like, you know, this is a place where, you know, you get your grievances out, you say what you got to say, boo, 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 boo. Mind you, everybody still know each other. It's only been 2 days. So what can we say? So, mind you, it's time to start talking. Everybody's sitting there stuck on fucking stupid. So Bob is like, you know what? I guess I'll start.
So I want to get this party started.
There's been a person that I have really been I don't know what it is, but I feel like Wells, you seem very much, sketchy, and you seem like you've been very fidgety, and your whole demeanor has changed once the selection ceremony was over. Robin then pipe up like, yeah, I asked you the question earlier in the day about, you said that the move to take out the housewife was weird, and you thought it was weird. I said it was a good move. So Wells' basic rebuttal was just,
Got defensive?
And no, I wasn't getting defensive at all. I was just saying that sounds like something a traitor would say.
Got it, okay.
it's like, yeah, I thought it was a weird move. Like, why would you over here, think it was such a good idea? I think you are a traitor because you, I think he pinpointed Robin, and he pinpointed Robin, and he pinpointed Bob, basically for calling him out. I mean, obviously, like, who wouldn't? But after they had their banter back and forth, nobody else really want to say anything. And Bob is just like, okay, so y'all just gonna sit here and not say anything? Like, are we the only one talking? And Robin's like, rebuttaling, okay, what's going on? So Sierra, I think she brings up Ivar, and she brings up how, Ivar was beefing with Dorinda, and there's a big motive for him to be a traitor. Like, you could have wanted to get your lick back from Dorinda, it makes sense. But for me, I'm like, that's common sense. In this game, the traitors want to play on common sense. And I think that's why some of these people don't win. I feel like Sari was a great traitor because she played on people's heartstrings, and then she didn't use common sense. Like, obviously, our Ivar, if he would have wanted Dorinda out, that's not the right thing, right? So
A traitor will take out somebody close to them to deflect. Robin, I still don't know with you, and I'm being very honest with you.
everybody, I think somebody else got brought up. Who else got brought up? I think Tony got brought up.
I forgot to mention Tom bringing up Chriselle, and the back and forth that they had was, one, awkward. Two, I feel like Tom really didn't have no real reason to accuse her of, and she had a point. He does look weird when he's watching people. Like, dude, the Spock eyebrow comment, that was funny. But to his defense, I don't think her bringing up the past situation with his ex was relevant in the situation.
On to that? Are you finished? Let's not make that awkward. I was like, okay, good. I feel relieved. I was so nervous about that. It's my turn now.
Robin got brought up as well. People think that Robin was a traitor. So they go around the table and they vote. When I tell you the votes was too close, by the skin of Robin's teeth.
Big traitor move to say, oh, let's vote off a housewife. And there's nothing that I've done or said to make anyone think that I'm a traitor.
It was literally 4 for Robin, 4 for Ivar, 4 for Wells. And when I tell you the last vote was fucking bug-eyed Carolyn, I know who the fuck she was voting for. Honestly. She said,
Wells. She's, the person that I'm gonna vote for is you, Wells.
So Wells is stunned, and then he just started clapping. He's like, you know what? I just want to let you guys know.
Are you faithful or a traitor? What?
Sometimes it's not good to play a smart game. But I am a faithful.
I'm a faithful.
Robin starts laughing. She's like, "Oh my god," because it's just like, Robin, you thought he was a traitor, and he wasn't. And next episode, I just finished watching the next episode. And Robin, baby, please stop going with your gut. You have been wrong. But yeah, the girls are really missing the mark. So now it's time for everybody to go to sleep. Wells is gone, and
Was innocent, and now he's gone. And the only person I actually care about. You have no idea how nice he's been to me.
the traitors get to play. So the traitors, they go upstairs and they go to the turret, and they're just like, who should we vote out this time? This is, we really got to think about this very smart. Who can we vote? Bitch, there's a knock on the door. they're like, oh, they're gagging. They're gagging. They're like, oh my God, who's this? Who's this? Another person come in with a hood, with a cloak. And who was it? Boss and Rob come in. They're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yep. And that was the basic end of the episode. One thing I do want to actually talk about is the round table. I think the thing that frustrated me with the round table is, and there's a theme to this. There's people that don't want to volunteer for stuff. There are people that don't want to talk and contribute. It's like y'all are on a game show and y'all put yourself out there to speak on the situations, but y'all sit up here and want to have 1, 2, 3 people talk, and y'all be scary because y'all don't want to throw out names.
What do you think, Brittany?
And I was with Bob 100%. It's frustrating to try to play a game with people that want to play scared. And a lot of these people play scared. Brittany, I'm disappointed in. Disappointed in Dolores. I'm disappointed in Tony. I'm disappointed in Jeremy. Like, at some point, y'all have to speak up and say your piece instead of just letting other people speak up and like try to put the blame on them. Yes, y'all trying to play a game, but for me, bitch, floaters don't win. And I agree with Bob, what he said in this episode 3. Yeah, I'm not going to play. I don't want to play with somebody that is over here going to be a silent eliminator, nor do I want to play with somebody that's going to silently float and coast. Half y'all going to throw out burn votes in the first place, and that shit, that's irritating too. Like, girl, don't burn vote on me. I'll be pissed as fuck. But y'all, let me know what you guys think. I'm ready for the next episode. I gotta watch it again just to get my notes right. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Brian, Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and bring your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. If you sweet, that's